Hey guys, welcome back to another video on our Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to be talking to you and showing you the difference between three very well-known engine brighteners that are on the market. Now, about a year ago, I put a video on the YouTube channel about the Harley Davidson Engine Brightener. I picked this up at the local Harley Davidson store here in town. The 2014 back here in the background had a really ashy motor when I bought it, and I picked this up because I saw it at the store just to try it out. I put the video online. We talked about how easy it was to apply, how long it lasted, all that good stuff. There were some other guys that jumped on the comments down below and talked about some other cleaners that they use, and of course I had heard of them. This was just a convenience purchase for me. I ride a Harley Davidson, I work on them. I'm not one of those guys that's hooked on I can only buy Harley parts for my Harley. My brain says I want the best product that I can get for my money. So, like I said, I picked this up as a convenience purchase because I needed it. The motor was nasty, and it worked pretty good. So, with that in mind, the two products that kept coming up constantly in the comments was the pig spit and the engine brightener made by S100. The S100 is advertised as motorcycle engine brightener. And when we talk about engine brightener, if you don't know anything about engine brighteners, we're talking about the wrinkle finish that's on your motor. That black, it's almost like a powder coat, but it's really wrinkly. That stuff gets ashy over time. It gets kind of gray looking. So to bring that back to black, you use products like this. The S100 is also advertised as detergent resistant. The HD cleaner is also advertised as detergent resistant. The pig spit does not advertise anywhere on the can that it is detergent resistant. So there's a couple of differences right off the bat with the pig spit. Now quickly on the pig spit, what kind of threw me off about the pig spit is that there's obviously a picture of a V-twin motor on there, motorcycle motor. It says motorcycles, cars, trucks, RVs, ATVs, PWC, boats, and snow machines. If you look at the back and start reading it, improves the appearance of vinyl and black plastic trim. Strictly advertised for plastic and vinyl trim. But I've seen 1,000 people put it on their motor, so that's what we're going to do. So since the motor is obviously not big enough to put all three products on, you can refer back to the video that I talked about earlier if you want to check out the HD cleaner. But I will touch on at the end the differences between the three. We're going to spray one side with the S100 and we're going to spray the other side with the pig spit, and we're going to try and see if there's any visible difference between the two. So with the pig spit, guys, the one thing I noticed that the other two cans have that this one doesn't is some sort of spray nozzle to direct where this is going. So we're going to spray this and see how much of this stuff we get all over everything else, because that's what I'm afraid we're going to do. With this type of sprayer, it looks like we're just going to be getting it all over everything. But let's shake it up real good and give it a whirl. Oh, right off the bat, very, very foggy mist, so definitely going everywhere. Not really a good way, almost like a spray paint. Not really a good way to direct exactly where I want it to go. It is a really nice fine mist though, so it's not like pooling up real bad anywhere. Unfortunately, it is going everywhere. Actually, I'm going to save this other cylinder so we can maybe get a better side-by-side, but I'll do the other side of the motor with the S100 and save this cylinder right here. This is the easiest one to see, and we can directly tell the difference between the two. It's leaving a nice shine. It's really cleaned it up real good. I do like that. Just not a huge fan of the way it sprays out, because now I've kind of got it all over the chrome and some other places that I really don't want it. Very important to note here that all three of these recommend that you do not get this on your floorboards, your controls, your shifters, your hand grips, your tires. Same thing with any kind of silicone based product. It can leave a slippery surface, and that is going to cause you to have a bad day. I'm going to give it one more light coat, make sure I got everything. Get down in there, get this cylinder one more time. Doesn't take a lot, that's for sure. That's kind of nice. So far this one covers equally to the HD cleaner. It didn't take a whole lot to cover, and it doesn't pool up too bad. So that's two pretty light coats with the pig spit. looks really good. I'm pretty impressed with the way it shined everything up. So on this side of the motor, we're going to use the S100. And now you can see that the cap on here, you pop this off, slide this out, and then you put the stem on the can. You've got a nice stem to control where you want it. So we're going to give this side a shot. Then we'll flip the bike back around and we'll do that other cylinder with it, and we'll let that set and see what the difference is on those two cylinders over there. You can't see these too good just because of the breather, but the other side should be pretty good. So let's get the S100 on there. Flow is really good. Even with the stem and the little sprayer that's on here, it does still kind of have that spray paint kind of spray, so it equally gets on crap that you don't really want it to get on. I think you're going to probably have that with just about all of them. Get down in here. Either way, it looks like when we get done, we're going to have to wipe off the chrome and some of the black parts that we don't want this stuff on. Of course, the new headers we just put on here, we definitely don't want that on there, burning and smelling. It covered pretty much exactly the same as the HD and the pig spit, guys, even with the fancy spray nozzle here. Light coat really did the trick. Just a light coat really brought back the shine. And what I like to do is just let that kind of soak in for a minute and then put another light coat on it just to make sure I've got everything covered. But so far, it looks exactly like the HD cleaner and the pig spit. So let that kind of soak in, and I will just do a little light coat on everything. Kind of get it back in there real good. Get the bottom. I think the second coat really did the trick for me. It's really brought back the black, but like I said, it's kind of covering exactly like the other two products did. So not anything significant, no big significant change from the other two products compared to this one. Once again, this is the pig spit we already did. You can kind of tell the differences in there already. Really black, still kind of gray and ashy looking. I'm going to hit this cylinder with the S100. So now that I've let that set for a minute, I'm going to hit it with another light coat so we have an equal comparison. They both equally went on about the same. The S100 and the HD cleaner do have the advantage with the stick, but as far as coverage goes, guys, I cannot honestly sit here and tell you that this one was sprayed with a product and this one was sprayed with a different product. I guarantee nobody could walk over here and tell you the difference between the two. And that goes for the HD cleaner as well. I've used that HD cleaner for a long time. This is the exact same effect. Like I said, check out that video. You will see that it covers exactly like this. So now that I've actually used all three products, I wanted to give all three products a fair chance at doing what they say that they do. All three of the products covered and did exactly the same thing. I could not tell a difference between any of the three products. We even sprayed two cylinders. You couldn't tell me which was sprayed with which. None of the products that I used took a whole lot of product to cover the black wrinkle parts on your motorcycle. The HD cleaner and the S100 had the clear advantage with having the sticks, where the pig spit is more of just a spray paint kind of spray. Now the HD can and the pig spit can are very, very close in size, and as you can clearly see, the S100 can is pretty small. So we'll start with the pig spit because it's definitely the cheapest one out of the bunch. I purchased this on Amazon and it was $11.79 when I purchased it, and you get 9 ounces. Guys, that works out to $1.31 an ounce. The next one in price was the HD Engine Brightener. This stuff cost me $15.95 and you get 11 ounces. So that works out to $1.45 an ounce. and then the S100, which was quite a bit more than the other two. I purchased this on Amazon for $12.09 for the small can. It's 4.5 ounces, so that works out to $2.71 an ounce. What I can tell you is that I purchased this engine brightener last year when I did that video, and I've done 5 motors with it, and I probably still got inch and a half, kind of what it feels like, left in there. Probably plenty enough to do one more motor. So depending on how much you spray, I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say that you're going to get 5 to 6 uses out of the pig spit or the HD cleaner, because they're really close in the amount. So I watched a video on the S100 probably 6 or 7 months ago, and this dude on YouTube literally put almost an entire can of this on a motorcycle motor, and I was a little bit blown away by that. I don't think it needs that much. As you can see, I put 2 light coats on this one, and there's plenty left in here, probably to do 2 or 3 more. So it just really kind of breaks down the price. I think I'm just going to keep going with the HD stuff. So just for a few cents more than the pig spit, I get 2 more ounces. I get a not so fancy spray stick where theirs doesn't have any stick. So personally, I just think I'm going to keep going back with this one, since they all 3 did the same thing. Why pay more for the exact same result? So I hope that video helped you guys. I know it wasn't a big install video, but for my own information and to pass this information on to you, I personally wanted to test these 3 products. There's other ones out there, guys. There's 5, 10 other engine brighteners out there you can use, and I'm sure you're going to get the same results out of those too. These were just the 3 that just kept coming up, so I wanted to try them out for my own personal information and pass that along to you guys. And hell, it'll help you guys save some money, and me too. And that's what this channel is all about, is helping you guys save money. So check out the channel, guys. 100 bagger related videos on there. Big build on the 14 back here. Almost every single part we put on this bike back here, we got videos on, Advan black stuff, all kinds of good information. Tell your friends about us, guys. Our videos are free all of the time. We will never ask you for money. We don't do the Patreon thing. We don't do any of that. Our videos are free. A big, huge thank you to all you guys that have subscribed already, all the guys that comments, especially with this stuff like this, man. Everybody's got their own opinion. That's awesome. Put it down in the comment box down below. I love kicking it back and forth with you guys. So I'm gonna get out of here and get my butt back to work. Till next video, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.